I see that you have been extremely active, providing webinars, just supporting, giving your advice freely. And I also saw
Yeah.
that you were teaching on cash flows,
Yeah.
which is paramount. Not very sexy topic.
No.
I think
Yeah.
I think everyone is holding on to every advice that you have to give.
I know. I mean, thank you. Because we are in this position, which is relatively okay, but relative is, well, is relative. So it means, yeah. So it means, we're also not out of danger, but at the same time, we know that we're a little bit better off. So because of that, we've been also doing what we can to support others. So for me, in my personal time, I try to support other entrepreneurs as well. I just couldn't do it one on one all the time. That's why I joined these webinars,
Right.
and I'm invited to these webinars, and I just like share what I know to everyone. So hopefully that they can also learn and apply it in their own enterprises.
And the community that you speak to are not just Philippines alone; they are worldwide.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
So,
can,
but
can I
mostly Philippines, yeah.
can I ask, Reese, what have been the top advice that you've been giving for
There
small businesses, for social enterprises?
Wow, there are really so many because it really depends on where the social enterprise is,
Mhm.
like what their situation is. For some, it's more dire than others. So for me, I always just say try very, very hard to not die during this time
Mhm.
as a business. Try to stay in business for as long as you can. So stretch out your resources, do whatever you have to do, negotiate with like landowners or whoever you
Mhm.
need to pay for utilities so that you could stretch the cash that you have and be able to maintain some of your team members. If you're able to maintain all, then that's great. But if not, then as long as you keep yourself alive and get to the other side alive, then you have a chance to re-employ anyone who you may have had to let go of during this time. So that's one. Just try to keep yourself alive during this
I
time.
think that's so important because social entrepreneurs, as the title suggests, they are not the most rational people. Sometimes, at their own cost, they tend
Yes.
to do things very irrationally, and
Yeah.
as a result, they die together a lot
Yes, they
faster.
die together. Yes.
Now, are they? So when I read through your website, when I read through your social media page, it seems like you've mentioned a few uh, businesses that are quite innovative in responding to this. Are you able to share with our audience some of the stories that you have observed? That small
Uh,
businesses are changing quickly, for us to learn from.
yeah. So for the fashion industry, I think most, if not all, have if they could, they transition their production to creating personal protective equipments or PPEs or masks or more essential items during this time, since the asset that they have would be their people and their sewing machines. So they could use all of those. So yeah, so they could use all of that in order to create a livelihood for their team members and also have some inflow, even if it's not profit oriented, but just mostly to cover overhead.
Right.
And covering overhead right now um, is, yeah, should be okay as long as you're doing something so that you could like stay afloat. There are some restaurants who have also transitioned to delivery only, because that's the only allowable option, but they're able to find ways to still deliver their products to households. There are also some mobile markets that we've seen, markets that are so near villages. So they're more village based. So they happen like every few days. and then people go there instead of going far to the grocery. So everything is now getting more and more localized. So yeah, we've seen a lot of those, and we've seen a lot of companies also experienced digital transformation, not because of consultants, but because of COVID. So their digital, yeah, their company's digital transformation catalyst
Yep.
is a virus. So that's just that's very interesting. But a lot of people that we know who used to be so averse to technology now have no choice but to get on Zoom and to get on Google Hangouts and just do their meetings there. uh, we've seen different services that come out. So one of the things that Rags to Riches will be experimenting on is Zoom customer service. So we're gonna do customer service via video calls like this. So our customers can order stuff for their house because most of us will be staying at home for a while. So let's say they need a new curtain as like their Zoom background, or a new pillow because they would be mostly staying at home. Then we could entertain their questions and help them do the measurements while on video like this.